Is it rolling? Hi guys! You might remember me from my unboxing video of my D5. I know I promised you a review for that, but I got busy shooting with the D5. But I thought I'll show you what I use in my kit. Every photographer has a very different style of shooting. Some photographers like to carry just one camera, one multi-purpose lens, and that's about it. Some photographers like to carry 2-3 cameras with maybe 5 to 6 lenses. I do both. It depends on the kind of shoot I'm going to. It depends on whether I'm going for a documentary shoot, whether I'm going to be walking a lot, whether I'm going to be traveling a lot. If I'm going for a professional shoot, it's a completely different ball game. So if I'm doing a travel or documentary shoot, this is my kit. So I got hold of this gem pretty recently. It's so light, it's easy to carry. This comes with this great travel pouch, so I can just hang it and I'm good to go. It has a 24-75 lens and it lets me interact with my subjects without intimidating them. And so it's great for travel, documentary or any kind of street photography, but when you're traveling during the day, not great for night shoots. If I go for an underwater shoot, I need a camera which is better in low light and I need a wider angle lens. I go with my Canon Mark IV and a 16-35. Mainly because I'm yet to find an underwater casing for 14-24. I didn't even get it at B&H this time. When I'm going for a professional shoot, for example, if I'm going to shoot an event, this is my kit. I usually carry 2 cameras. One is my D5, one is my 810. While I'm shooting, I have both my cameras ready. I use the D5 when I'm about to capture some action. It gives me great accuracy of focus and it gives me great speed. I use that for my, along with my wide angle lenses. One is the 14-24 and the other is the 35. You can see how worn out this is. And it's one of the most used lenses in my kit. I use the 810 when I'm shooting close-ups. I use it with my 7200 or my 85. You must be wondering what's right over here in the center. Well, this is my 45mm tilt shift lens, which gives me beautiful frames. I use this also with my 810. Well, I have 3 more lenses in my kit, but I had to let go of them at some point while I was traveling a lot. To be honest, I had to let go of them due to the restrictions placed by airlines on the weight of hand baggage. 24-70, this is a great lens if you just want to keep a single lens while you're traveling. And this is a 105 macro lens for ring shots, for any kind of details that you need to shoot like mehendi, henna and all of that. But as you can see, it's a very big, bulky and heavy lens. So I have to keep it out of my kit if I have to travel light. Whenever I have the scope for it, I take it. And this is the Nikon's version of its 50mm. This is the 1.4. So if you're starting a career in photography, 50mm is a fantastic lens because it gives you this amazing depth of field and it's great for taking portraits. But I grew out of it pretty quickly. I started going with the 35-85 combination on 2 cameras. I somehow prefer having that flexibility of a slightly wider and a slightly more close angle. When I'm going for a wildlife shoot, I usually carry 3 camera bodies and 3 lenses. One is my D5. I use it with the 7200 to get some action shots. I use my 810 with the 14-24 for my landscape shots. So this switches. And I use a third camera, which usually is my Mark IV with a 500mm lens. I'm still waiting to get my hands on the Nikon 500mm. I was shooting handheld with the present Canon version and it's pretty heavy. And when you're in the wild, when you're actually capturing the action, it's not easy to switch lenses and nor is it easy to take out a tripod and do the whole setup. So I'm eagerly waiting to get my hands on the 500mm, which is lighter and I would be able to shoot handheld with it. And also probably if I get the chance, I'll get the Nikon D850 and use that with it. Apart from these, I have some great accessories to complement my gear. One of them is this LED light, which I always carry. It's small, it's easy to use, it fits in my hand like that. So even if I'm shooting with my camera, I can use this. And I carry 2 to 3 of my flashes, which are the SB910s. I use them with Gary Fong fittings. Like, I absolutely love the honeycomb that Gary Fong has. I use a couple of sets of pocket wizards to sync everything together. They work very well. I think they're universally proven, and everybody loves them. I also have this great attachment for my 1424 so that I can use my Haida ND filter. Oh, it's kept in a very bad shape right now, but yeah, it's a beautiful graduated ND filter. Oh yeah, I also use this small tripod to use it with my LED light. I also use a few accessories like this prism, maybe a crystal ball to give me some interesting light and reflections. And of course, it's a given that you have to use like really high quality memory cards to save your data. So that's about it, guys. This is my kit. Let me know what you think, and like, subscribe, and whatever. I don't know how to do that.